Hello everybody, welcome back to Cavecraftmp, and I'm here in the Nether. The Nether is not the natural habitat of the rabbit. The rabbit is always very scared and very anxious when he's in the Nether. I've come into the Nether looking for some ancient debris, and I found 8 pieces. So I'm going to keep looking, but in the meantime I went off to find a warped forest, and I just want to show you this. I don't know who's built this bridge, but where is it? I've lost. Look at that. I've just turned round and I've lost my bearings. I don't know where I'm going. Is it over there? Yes, over here. Look at that. What kind of bridge is that? And some of them go over huge lava lakes as well. You can imagine how scared I was running over there. I've done a little bit of bartering with piglins as well, so I've got some goodies off them, some fire resistance potions, which quite frankly come in really handy because I do tend to burn a lot. I died so many times looking for ancient debris because of course lava is extra runny in the Nether, just a bit like honey. Look at this again. 1 block wide. Who makes a path 1 block wide? If I had more confidence I'd widen it, but I just want to get across it and get back to safety. I'll see you when I pop back through the portal. So the reason I wanted to go and get some warped nether warts was I need some for behind the ruby jewel on the butt of my sword there. I've all but finished it for that. I'm really happy actually the way it's turned out. I think it looks quite grand. And this is a dwarven sword, the Sword of Arg. Now, what's that? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Yeah, the Sword of Arg you'd think was an important battle that the dwarven community fought and won, or perhaps it was the name of a dwarven king of times gone by. But no, actually the Sword of Arg is named that because that is the noise that the king made when he swung it. He'd take it in his hands and he'd take a really big swing at his enemies and he'd go Arg. It made me chuckle anyway. Right, let's go see Choppy and give him some of this warp nylium. While we're passing this as well, check this out. This is the spider farm, or was, well, it is the spider farm, but Choppy's made a fabulous building to surround it. Look at that. How epic is that? It's absolutely gorgeous, and I love all the little bits of detail, the cauldron there with the buttons and the black stone and terracotta, and of course the chains, and they've got an enchanting room on the top there. And over on this side, as you can see just there peeping over the edge of that walkway, is a wonderful portal hanging from a beam of basalt. And look at the details there. You've got the grindstones, the chains, the lanterns, the trapdoors and slabs, and it just looks absolutely fabulous. Right, I'm going to go and give Choppy this warp nylium now because, well, I don't know why he wants it, but I'm very sure it's going to be for something epic. Choppy, 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 are you there? Look at this place. This is brilliant. Choppy's built this leatherworker's house here, and DG has built this wonderful mason's house in the courtyard of the castle. Let's see if Choppy's around. See if I spell it right, that'd be better, wouldn't it? Now, I'm doing something a little bit different in this episode. Oh no, farming sea pickles far away. Now, Choppy's been very busy here. He's done a wonderful job inside of this castle. We've got a spiral staircase here. Is that his? There's so much space in this thing. I forget where I'm going. Right, up here. Now, he's built a little trading hall up here as well. So we've got some villagers to trade with. We've got a meeting room, a potion brewing station, and this here is his sorting room. Now then, let's have a look and see where we can leave it. We'll pop some in there. I think 32 will be just enough for him because, of course, nylium spreads a little bit like grass. You can bone meal it, so he can turn that 32 into however many he wants. Right, let's go back and get on with what we need to do. We need to put the warped wart. That's a real mouthful, isn't it? Warped wart. We need to put that on the sword around the ruby jewel, just to set it off. jump down there. Can't be bothered trying to find my way around. Our next job in this episode is to build a gold farm. So I had to go on another little bit of a mooch because I needed some turtle eggs, because turtle eggs are not liked by zombie piglins. For some reason, they get really, really grumpy when they see a turtle egg and they try and squash it. So we're going to use that mechanic to our advantage in building this gold farm. Now, it took me an absolute age to find some turtles, but I did it eventually, and I ended up here on this little beach, which is quite nice. Over there we've got a frozen ocean, and when we go through the portal, because I decided that I wanted to go through the portal to get back to spawn, because obviously it'll be a lot quicker, a lot more hazardous, but quicker all the same, hopefully. Now, I've already been through this portal, and look at this, we're right next to a bastion. Now, I'm not going to really deal with that at the moment. I'm not going in there until I get some protection 4 on my armor again. Let's get rid of them. So I've collected some of this blackstone here because it's a very valuable commodity, is blackstone, and I've got some stone here to bridge across, because immediately I'm going to have to go across this this big lava lake here. So wish me luck. Right, now oh, I can hear a ghast already. Where's that? Oh, do you know what, actually? I'm going to go across this way, because I think there's more land over there. Can I? No, I'm going to have to do it this way. Right, now I'm not going to do it one wide. I can't do one wide paths when I'm complaining about other people doing it. So I'm going to make sure there's a good amount of space to walk on. So what I'm thinking is, if I go across there, it's more preferable to bridging across that huge lava lake. Right, I'm going to have to be really careful on the edge. Oh god, I actually hate the Nether so badly. Now, I've taken all of my good armor off. I've still got a pickaxe because I might need it along the way, and I've still got my sword and bow, because obviously I'm going to need that too at some point, I would imagine. Now, I'm going to just dig through here and try and come out, so we've only got that little bit to get across. So let's say about there. Right, what I'm going to do, rather than have you watch me digging very precariously, I'll get across. When I come across something worth bringing you back for, I'll do just that, and we can... Well, can you believe that? I've literally just built that little bridge over the lava there, and guess what? I've seen DG's bridge that he built in his last episode, and there it is. So I wasn't a million miles away from this bridge, and it would have been a lot easier just to come across on this this bridge and try and get down by stepping down, but never mind, here we are. So I'm going to go back now to base and drop off all of this stuff. What a wally. Right, well, let's get on with making this gold farm. I made a bit of a mistake. Unlike me, I know, it's totally out of character. Basically, I got to the top of the roof of the Nether, as you need to with this design of gold farm, and I came through into the overworld, and there was an absolute ton of zombie piglins waiting for me. Anyway, I thought I'd got to somewhere safe before I hit one of them, but clearly I hadn't, because they absolutely monstered me, and I had to ask for help to get my gear back, because of course if I'd have gone back to that area and I wouldn't have had any armor or weapons, they'd have been still aggro on me, and I'd have just died again instantly. So Choppy was my saviour. He came to my rescue and helped me out, so thanks very much, Choppy. Right, okay, carrying on with this farm here. It's an absolutely brilliant farm. It's a design by a guy called Ian X04, and it's so simple. I was away collecting magma blocks from the design that I know how to build, and Choppy, after about 6-7 times of me dying to lava, said, do you know, there's a really simple gold farm that you can build, and he showed me this design, and it blew me away because it's fantastic. So I'm not going to do a tutorial for this design, but Ian X04's video is linked in the description below. I highly recommend you check it out because it is super simple. we've got these 2 rooms which are 4 chunks each, with a portal in the center. Now behind that portal there, behind that trap door, is a turtle egg. So what's going to happen, the zombie piglins are going to spawn here and they're going to sense the turtle egg and they're going to try and get to it, and they think they can get to it because the trapdoor's an invisible block, so they treat that as though it's air. So they come through the portal, immediately get transported into the overworld, where we can then direct them into a killing chamber. But the amount of work that's involved in this is minuscule in comparison to the old style of gold farms that I know, that you make several large magma block platforms. So this is the second room above the first, and same deal, the zombie piglins are going to spawn on this surface here in this room, and they're going to sense the turtle egg, they're going to fall down here and end up going through the portal, which is what we want. Now my next job is to get onto the roof of the Nether. Now I'm going to make sure that I've got everything that I need this time, because that was the problem last time. I went up there and I'd forgotten all the glass, so I couldn't do what I needed to do. Anyway, I've got everything now. Right, so what we've got to do is we've got to get up to a point in the ceiling. So this block here is at Y127. Now all we need to do is we need to press jump and forward and ender pearl through there, and we come through onto the top of the Nether. The gold farm is finished and I'm really quite relieved. What that little time lapse didn't show you was the abject fear that I was suffering all of the time I was building that. In the overworld I was building at Y194, and on top of the Nether roof I was building at Y240. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you. I had cramp in my little finger from pressing shift so hard. I really was scared. I don't like heights in the game at all. I'm not too bothered by them in real life, but in game I've got a really bad case of acrophobia. I don't know why. Anyway, it's done. I just want to give you a quick overview of how it works. The rooms that we dug are 4 chunks each, and the zombie piglins can spawn there quite freely, because the clever thing is they're built just underneath the Nether roof. So by the time you're up at the killing chamber on Y240, the only spawning space are those 2 rooms. Nothing else can spawn there except regular piglins, but they're scared of zombie piglins for some reason, and they run off towards the edge and despawn very shortly afterwards because they're out of range of the player. As I said, in the overworld I was building at 190 odd, and that is because the zombie piglins are transported into the overworld via a portal. They're pushed along this bridge to the other portal, which brings them right to the killing chamber for us to have a good swipe at them. It's a great way to farm XP and repair tools, but also you get the added bonus of free gold, so you can't go wrong. It's win-win. Excuse me? Goodness me, no manners whatsoever, none at all. I don't know. Just before I sign off today, I want to take a moment to mention some very special people, and they are my patrons. They make all of this possible, and they help me upgrade my PC and make sure that I can produce content that's worth watching. Well, at least I hope it's worth watching, and that's for you to decide. So I haven't got a place to do this specifically yet. I want to build a grand structure for these names and for these people, because they are very important to FLASHRABBIT Plays. So this is the executive members wall of Troll & Co, the Dwarven service, and I'm going to pop each and every one of you on here as a massive thank you for supporting me in the way that you do. I'm eternally grateful. So we've got Seamus Moon, and we've also got Vanican, who has been a friend and supporter of the channel for quite a number of years now, which is absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, Vanican. I appreciate it beyond words. We've also then got Survival Mike 87. I'm assuming that's the year he was born. I don't know. But we've got Survival Mike, and he's also been around supporting the channel for, well, as long as I can remember, actually, right from the beginning, I think, in the same way Vanican has. Then we've got the very lovely Squishy Cat. Thank you very much, Squishy Cat. You are an absolute star. And not only are you supporting me on Patreon, of course, you've just bought a t-shirt from a merch store. So you're now part of an exclusive club worldwide of 2 people that own a little bit of FLASHRABBIT PLAYZ merch. Thank you so much. If you want some merch, check the link below. And if you'd like to support me on Patreon and get your name on this wall here, then just hit me up at the link. Next, we've got Jamie's Gaming Dad, who supports me through Patreon. Thank you very much, JD. It's very much appreciated. I can't tell you how much it means to me. And we'll put Dad down there. Can't put the X's, but I'm sure you won't mind. And last but not least, the wonderful Ravencraft. She's been a supporter of the channel now for so long, and as I've said with the others, you are a legend. You're absolutely fantastic, all 6 of you. Thank you very much for your support. If you want to get your name on this wall and in the end credits, become a patron. You can do that from just £1 a month. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg to get some extra patron benefits. Well, that's all we've got time for from the Cavecraft server today. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, remember to leave a subscribe and a like down below. Check out the links in the description for my Patreon and my merch store. If you feel like it, go and have a look and maybe buy something. Who knows? You might find something that you like. Don't forget to check out the other Cavecrafters, because they're all absolutely wonderful master builders and master crafters. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it every time you come along. If you don't want to miss any of my episodes in the future, press the bell icon and I'll be sure to let you know the next time I upload a video. But for now, thanks for watching. Bye bye.